Hey everybody, it's day 2, 2020. Day 2 of the shift for me and what I've been going through. So I just wanted to relate what's been going on from my perspective and viewpoint. I am someone experiencing the shifts. It is pretty obvious to me when I am experiencing the shift. I get guidance from my spirit guides and ancestors when it's happening, and they don't tell me everything. Like in the last 2 weeks, they were just like, chill, be in joy, be in stillness, just be, right? But I still think it's very valuable for those who are aware of the shift in 5D consciousness to see exactly what's going on, how these powers and capabilities are manifesting. And that is why I want to talk about this. As you guys know, if you listen to my previous videos, I already live a 5D existence. Now, not in the like everything's love and light way. There's more than one ways to live a high vibrational light. I definitely do it through, I maintain a high frequency. I know when I don't like something, I easily know I can easily manifest it. So I rely heavily on my manifestation skills. So if I don't like a situation, so look at my video on my YouTube channel, Lisa Soul Level Healing, that's called 3D versus 5D ways of handling a situation. Where I go into, when I talk to all my 3D people, it's very much like they'll stay stuck here. And I'm like, oh, if you don't like it, manifest this. Like, what are you complaining for? Because I know I am the creator of my world and a manifester. And I know how to tap into that in magical ways and mental ways and spirit guides ways, intention ways. I know how to manifest, period. Just a thought, if it's a really easy thing, let alone if I really want to manifest something big like money or access or, so, I don't know. I'm manifesting right now being on a New York Times bestsellers. So we'll see. Does it take a year? Does it take 2? But does it eventually get there? But, that's a big, long one, right? Versus like an easy one. So that's how I did it. I threw it through my abilities to know I can manifest and create the world I want. Even this lockdown, I put in manifestations that Virginia doesn't go back on lockdown. We haven't. Is it my manifestations? I know I'm not the most powerful magician because I'm actually starting to find, I set an intention, ask my spirit guides to show me people who are more powerful than me. And I'm starting to see them. I'm like, okay, I'm not the strongest magician in the room. Okay. I'm like, ooh, she's good. I thought I was the top dog. I am not. There's more to learn and I'm learning from them. But I am the most powerful magician in my room generally, right? Not in the world. There's people who manifest with like really, really well, and I'm learning from them. But for the most people out here who aren't even aware of how you can create your own world, tap into the spirit world, rely on faith, I am the most powerful. So shoot, we haven't gone back on lockdown, and if they try to, I'm gonna put more magic out there. Hire yourself, make sure make sure my videos are protected and that only energies of the light and of the highest good see them, and any energies of the lowest good, make sure they do not see this, nor can they interfere. But I'm just saying, like, so when it comes to like living a 5D life, I do it through the fact that I'm a creator, and I do it because of that. When I don't like a situation, I can easily transmute it, alchemize it, change it, transform it to what I do like. And that's the way I mean a high vibration, through my ability and knowingness of manifesting. So you don't like it, you change it to what you like, you get what you want, you keep going. Why, if you knew how to do that and that you're the creator of your own world, how can you have a low vibration? How can you not have the life that you want? Hi, Simple C, sending love and abundance. Thank you. Right back at you, beautiful. I'm just going through my journey right now on day 2 of the Ascension and the shift and what's going on. And then it's really explaining how there's more than one way to live a 5D life. And I get into a lot of Caucasian love and light kind, which is why you need melanated people like me talking about it, because we are going about it in our own way, right? And my way is not, all love and light. Like, I'm getting rid of judgment, but like I still judge, okay? And I'm pretty comfortable doing it. So, but that's not the only way to have a high frequency. You can do it through knowing your knowingness that you can create the life you want. And if anything bad happens, you can tap into spirit. You can tap into your own manifestation creative abilities to get what you want. And that is my way of maintaining a very high vibration. I don't care what's going on about COVID. I don't care what's going on. I only care to the extent of if I need to manifest something in my life in response to it. That is the only way I care. Oh, y'all want to go on lockdown? I'm manifesting Virginia doesn't go on lockdown. Okay, Virginia wants to. I'm manifesting the city I live in not to go on, or I don't have to, right? So I only care as much as it makes me make a move to manifest and create the world I want. But the fear, nope, not worried about getting it. If I do get it, I'm not worried. Everyone around me gotten it, not me. I'm just vibrating at a different level. It's just not part of my world. I don't get into altercations. I don't vibrate at a frequency where people like that come into my world anymore. They used to, but this 2020 year, there's been a very big separation of everyone of in between. And I keep talking about this because I need you guys to be aware there's a separation happening based on vibration. Let it happen. I got the biggest, do not sit there and argue about people about is Ascension real? Is God real? Don't do it. Right now is not the time for you to help them. They have their own journey to take. You guys, it's not necessarily your job. So just be very sensitive if there's energy vampires where you get an altercation or a conversation, or they're just like, you can't, like, I was on Twitter and I had to block like 20 people. They're like, you can't get superpowers. I was like, go to my YouTube channel. I literally do Angelic Healings where I bring in the power of angels and sometimes Jesus to heal myself and others. Like, if that's not a superpower, I don't know what it is. We're already there. This was before all the shift stuff. I can communicate with my ancestors. I communicate with dragons. I work with Merlin. Like, I don't know. I already feel like I have superpowers, right? And FYI, this is stuff that I teach everyone. I have an introduction to channeling class I'll be posting a link to, as well as how magic works. So everything I do, I'm more than okay with teaching, except with the magic. I'm not going to get that deep into it. I will show you the basics, but if you want to go deeper, that's on you, because not everyone is of a high enough integrity for me to teach that. And that's just where I'm at on the magic. So I'll do the basic stuff that I think is basic, although I think it's more advanced what other people do, but I'm not going deeper in that. So yeah, so everything I'm doing, it's not like, oh, Lisa has this power and know what. No, everything I do, I teach, right? I am a teacher. That is what I am at the spirit level. That is what my soul tribe does. We teach, all right? If I meet someone from my tribe, they are teaching, okay? That is what we do. We go all over the galaxy teaching. That is what we're known for. And even if you look at my other platform of real estate investing, you see, what do? Take a complex subject and we taught it. That's it. So I'm just going over, this is my 5D lifestyle. That's what I walk firmly in. That is the mindset that helps me stay so high vibrational. I manifest the world I want. I only care what goes on outside, in as much as I have to navigate and manifest against it if I don't like it. That is how I maintain a high frequency. Now, there's very people born with the open heart chakra. My chakra has to learn how to open, okay? I've been learning it for 38 years. They're more, okay, I'm already in love and compassion and lacking of judgment. That is their way and their journey. And trust that that was a hard journey for them, because they had to learn a lot of boundaries, okay? They had to learn how to not hurt themselves or not be so scared because they were so loving and trusting that it hurt them. That's their way of getting to 5D consciousness, which isn't necessarily in the manifest the life you want like I am. Like, I'm not bothered because I can manifest. They might do it through the love and light, but it's okay. There's room for all of us to start understanding what our methods and way are going to get to a high vibration. Simple C says exactly. It's not our job to push it on people who lead on people. We should lead by example. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let the separation happen, because I know that eventually there's going to be a split. And this is exactly when I heard about the Ascension process 2.5 years ago. My mind was, we're going to be walking down the street and there's going to be a parallel reality. And we're going to go this way and you're going to go this way if you're not doing the work. And come to find out 2.5 years later, all the quantum hypnosis technique people which I actually did to access my higher self, so it is a real thing, it really does work, have all said it's going to be an actual split. And so right now, when I see the last month and a half, such a huge polarization, meaning if you're on this vibration, you're here. If you're this vibration, you're here. If you're this and you believe all this fear and you're not, and you're scared and you believe in the man-made vaccine and not, the God's ability and God's gift to give us a body that can, you believe the narrative and the fear mechanism, that's the reality you're doing, but there is a separation. Let the separation happening. Do not be scared to cut people off. This is a time to let them. Now, this might not be everybody's guidance, but it's definitely mine. My guidance is only the highest vibrational people are the people I need to interact. Lisa, stop arguing with folks on social media. It does nothing but lower your vibration. It is not for you to teach them. It is for you to explain and express what your downloads and inspirations and guidance from spirit is. And for anyone who's willing to listen, it is not your job right now to argue. So if they still think the vaccine's a great idea and they're saying, well, my spiritual self says it's okay. Well, you're wrong. But two, ain't my job. Ain't my job to argue with you. And honestly, this shows that it's not really my job to be around you. So my spirit team has been chopping people out of my life. So not in a weird way, but it's like circumstances come up where we're no longer in alignment, or they're no longer coming around, or it's just really clear that we should not be, like, that's not the person. So I keep saying that because this is very important, and I don't think people get it, because it took me a few knocks on the head to get it, when it became very clear that my spirit team was like, do not engage. That's not, just let it go. You don't have to necessarily block them, but you're not here to engage and try to convince them Jesus Christ is real. And the Star of Bethlehem is real. Or like December 21st, so the shifts are happening. I have been very clear on this channel going through as the shifts happen, what have been the aspects. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And so it's not my job to tell people, like, we're already in the middle of the shift. All of 2020 has been shift. Vivid dream, recall, spiritual gifts and ability to channels, all increased times 10 to 20, if I had to give it a number. All that's been happening. If you've been going along with this journey, you've been marking this yourself because you've seen it increase in your skills and ability. Vivid dream recall has actually been great. I woke up this morning. I had a weird dream about going to I was in a boat with people celebrating, and then I went to a Chinese restaurant and we were trying to find the Chinese restaurant, and I think I was dating a Chinese guy. It was really weird. But the vivid recall is what's funny about it, because usually I have to hurry up, and I've told you guys I have to write it down in my dream journal, and half the time it can disappear. But when it doesn't, there are messages in there for me, which is why it's so important for everyone to do a dream journal, because that's how your spirit guides and spirit team can easily talk to you and give you the message that you need to see if you can't openly channel and communicate the way that I teach in my workshop. And so I went to the bathroom, played with my cat. My daughter woke me up, and usually if my daughter wakes me up, it just goes. I'm looking at the whole dream, writing it down in my dream journal, no issues. So like I said, for me, very, very, very clear for me, because of how hard I had to work for the last 3 years and how easy it is, especially the last month and especially the last 2 weeks that I was down and out, that, gifts are opening up. So I also, on this is day 2. Yesterday I did a day 1 of what I've been going through. So the first part of what I was talking about, I just wanted you to, some of you guys are new, Simple C, I don't think I've seen you before, right? And some of you guys are going to be new, and I want you to understand, this is Lisa. I'm talking about my 5D. This is my 5D path. You might be able to relate to it. I do find I attract people who resonate, who are warriors, magicians, who are teachers, who are spiritual leaders. So, I want to give a perspective, because we have to start delineating, this is my path to 5D. I maintain a high vibration because I manifest and create my world. That's my way of doing it. I'm a black magician. I love it. I love being a wizard. It's amazing. I can manifest whatever I want. So for myself and for others. Okay. So, that's my way of being in my 5D energy. Now, I did a video yesterday because for the last 2 weeks, I was laid out. Now, this was an upgrade. Now, what I'm getting is that everyone went through it, but not everyone integrated at a high level, because they just simply could not hold the higher frequencies for all of the work. So I do angelic healing on my channel. If you go to my YouTube channels, they are real, they are legit, like literal angels. And sometimes Jesus will step forward and do a very physical, very high vibrational healing. So because of that, I was explaining to people that because I do that, I can hold a high vibration. So not only can I manifest, and so that keeps me at a high vibe, but because of this, I take high vibrational 5th, 6th, 7th dimensional energy daily. And I do these healings. My body has the ability to integrate high vibrational energy and light codes at a very high degree. And it can take the light codes, and I can handle the high vibration. And because I can do that, I can just absorb more. right? I can absorb more than the average person who hasn't done that work, because you still have resistance and impedance in your energetic field, because you just have not either created the environment to be able to hold a higher vibration, or you haven't done the cleansing. Some of you guys have, but most people I've met, they don't even know that you can work with the angels the way I do. So like, I just know they're not doing different high vibrational energy cleansing and healing and upgrading of their systems, right? If you don't even know this exists, everyone I've met and I've introduced my healing to are like, oh, didn't know this was real. Like, it is. So that's why I know it's just a lot of people haven't been doing that really deep energetic work, just pure energy work to upgrade, right? So because of that, the last 2 weeks, me and all of my, like, at least on social media, my mentors, okay, we all, so 2 weeks. There was this last week, and then the week before. The week before, I went online and all of us were like in, and these are really high vibrational people who mentor me, meaning if they have a class, they have a study, they have a workshop, I'm paying them money to go. Okay. I mean, they're my mentors. They help me open up to my gifts to this level. We were all laid out. And when I say laid out, I want you guys to really, truly understand 2 weeks ago. So for the whole week, 2 weeks ago, I couldn't move. I couldn't do dishes. I'm always talking about how I can't do things around the house, which that's just funny. We couldn't, I mean, I was getting literally, it was goosebumps about every hour, and I was achy and I was tired and I didn't want to move. And it was just like, I could feel energy going over our bodies. It was for a week and I was laid low. And then I finally came to, and I did a video. I was like, guys, I was laid low for a week. The guidance was just to be still. I didn't realize this was going to be so hard. This is what really took me out. And you guys can tell from my energy, I'm relatively a healthy person. That's just when you live a high vibrational life and you do all this energy healing, energy cleansing, you just don't. So when you're laid out for a week and you can't do anything, that is a big deal. All right. I'm sitting here not worried about COVID, because if I get it, I'm going to heal myself. Call my angels in, call Jesus in. My hands are where all my healings come from. A very powerful healer. I'm not worried. So for me to sit here and be like, yo, I just literally, the guidance was be still, let it integrate. So, and I'm just telling you guys this because for the last 2 weeks, the first week was really intense. This last week was better, but I really didn't, if you noticed, didn't do any videos because I was still recovering and I was still low energy because of all the integration. And then yesterday I woke up December 21st, 2020. And even today, I've learned more of what the last 2 weeks were. Last 2 weeks, very intense physical upgrade. Now, I am aware because I asked my angels and spirit guides, like, yo, I'm chosen, yeah? They're like, yeah, you were chosen to be here at this moment to assist people through this shift, right? So I know that I can talk and do that communication with my higher self. I can do the communication with my spirit guides and the angels and ask these questions. So there's no like, what am I doing here? I know exactly what I'm doing here. I know what I came to do. I know who I am. I can ask those questions. FYI, you want to learn that ability, you can. Nothing special. It'll just take time and you showing up and having the discipline to show up every day and start the communication. Now, if you learn from me, I make it easy. Okay. It's just a gift. I have it. But there's other ways that you can learn to channel your higher self and your spirit guides and your spirit team to get that confirmation and answers. Knowing that like I am here to go through this and to be a light worker, just hold a high frequency, but also specifically for this moment, to me, it makes sense knowing that that's part of my purpose and mission, that not everyone for the last 2 weeks got that huge, like, we're consciously aware of the huge upgrade, but I was very aware and really integrating and working on me. Like, it makes sense. I'm here to help people with it. You might get the first wave of things, and then though you integrate it, communicate it the way that you do, and thus, that's what you're here for the people who are here to listen to you, who resonate with your way of doing things, not the other people's ways. Like, that's what you're doing. So I'm sharing this because I'm just more aware that, like, hey, you're going to go through this first, but you're also going to explain it to people and it's going to help them go through it and recognize the signs. And to me, important things, if you recognize the sign, because I explain it to you and you start to feel it, then you then know what to do. Be still, because you might not be able to communicate or be as in tune with your higher self the way I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just claiming for my arrogance means to claim for yourself. So it's not a bad thing. It's as a manifestor is what you do. So I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just going to claim it for myself. But, as you go through it, you're going to have just sort of a way for you to understand it in a different way. I've always been very intuitive. I really didn't know what that meant until I really got into the world. And I was like, wow, I get direction directly from my higher self. Like when I move because spirit told me to move, and I listen. And I didn't realize how natural it was that I've naturally been hitting all of my markers and all of my purpose and all of my missions. I've been boom, 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 hitting them because I am deeply intuitive. I'm just thinking I'm being Lisa. And it's like, actually, you're just listening to your spirit, but you do it in such a way like you didn't even know who you were, but you hit all of your purposes and all your missions, right? So that's what's going on. One of my missions is doing this. And so the last 2 weeks, and I'm telling you, and this is like literally the second or third video I talked about it, but it was so intense, guys. So I'm telling you about it because I was laid the fuck low, okay? And I was just like, I didn't do anything for 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And I thought I had COVID. I was like, what is going on? I feel so achy and I'm in bed. And then I went online at the right time, and I'm like, one of my mentors was like, yo, I was gonna come on and do a healing. She works with the magic. Her name's Lalantia Makana. She works with the she works with the magical realms. So gnomes and fairies. She channels them super clearly. And she came on. I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was just me. She's like, and then I was looking in her group. It's like all my mentors. They were all like, oh my God, is that what's going on? I was like, shoot, this is tough. Okay, so that's what's going on. And so 2 weeks of that, I'm a first waver. That's what it might look like. Just be still. If you don't have to do something, if it can be cut and canceled, cancel it. Because there were podcasts I was going to go on, canceled, right? And podcasts is how I stay relevant. It's how my business keeps going because it gets me out to New York. Canceled, okay? Canceled. No, I'm tired. I'm done. My body feels like it's electrified. I can't do it, okay? So you know what I mean? So whatever you need to do, I'm telling you, when this comes upon you and you really want to integrate the energy, you need to just be still. You need to cancel things. You need to cancel stuff that you were going to do. Trust me, the world will not end. Unless the world will end, you really need to be understanding that during that time, you need to be chill and just let yourself be. And I find out when I put it out there, some people had a few symptoms and others people had symptoms just as extreme as me. But I also know it's coming for you guys if you did not feel it. If you were not aware, it's coming for you. I just was on a first wave. So 2 weeks laid low. The first week was real bad. The second week I was recovering, but it was still sort of like be still. So all last week, all I did was Netflix and watch really funny stuff because I just didn't want anything low vibrational. It was like Aunt Medea. I watched the end of Casa de Papel. It's called Money Heist on Netflix, one of the best shows ever. I was watching the 6th season of Schitt's Creek, just anything that would make me laugh, right? Just nothing low vibrational. I was Netflixing all last week. I woke up yesterday super high vibrational, and I talk about this a lot. I am someone who pays people to clean my house, to hang things up. I'm on TaskRabbit all the time. Hey, can you hang this poster? Can you not poster, but can you hang this mirror? Can you paint this? Can you do this? I hire people all the time. I woke up yesterday after 2 weeks of not doing anything, got up, and there was 4 projects got completed. And I'm the kind of, I pay a lady $115 every 2 weeks to come clean my entire house. It's a crew of 3. They finish in 45 minutes every 2 weeks. I pay another girl $60. She got cut. She was really 4D or 3D-ish, 4D-ish. And all of a sudden she's like, I had to stay home for a month. I was like, that's another person who wasn't at a high vibration that is now out of my life. So I have to find someone else. And I think I might have just found someone today. I pay her $60, and I'm finding someone else to do it. But she does my laundry on the weekend. So Lisa pays people. I'm telling you, this is day 2. I got up and I vacuumed the house. I didn't wait for the maid. oh my God, like I'm about to go to Home Depot after this to do another project that's been sitting there for 4 months. So the last 2 days, after 2 weeks of very intense, low energy, super integration, I woke up and I have been high vibrational. My body is different. The last couple days, I've literally been surviving off of like fruit. What I had a grilled salmon salad. Like, look, I like chicken. I like fried chicken. I like, you know what I mean? I like regular food, but it's been all sushi and fruits and vegetables. I can eat half a bowl, like half a can of fruit and be chill, like 1 to 2 meals a day. So my diet has definitely taken a very quick change. I like, even honestly, I almost might throw away half of my freezer at this point. My body's different. It's expelling and detoxing at a faster rate than it did before, like really quickly. So my energy just physically to want to do stuff I never want to do is really high. I know this might sound really crazy that I'm like, I vacuumed today, but like, I'm just going to let you in my life. That's actually sort of big. I don't touch that thing until the maids get there, or the helper who I have do the laundry. She also picks up the house too. Like, I literally have people twice a week here to clean the house. Like, I don't do stuff I don't want to. FYI, this is why I don't. I'm really into passive income. I have a best-selling book on rental properties. I just did a workshop on how to make 2 to 4 thousand a month on book sales, because I do my book sales things. And like, when I say I don't do that stuff, that's because on a Saturday I'd rather do my healings and write another book, which I am. I'm writing 4 more books right now, right? So I pay people because I don't want to do it. I never liked cleaning. It's a running joke in my house because all of my sisters and brothers to this day, even though I'm 38, get mad that if we all get together and they start cleaning, I will disappear and I won't do it, or I'll just keep watching TV and they all get mad and they're sick of me. All right. So when I say I don't clean, doesn't mean I don't have a clean house. I pay people for that, but like, I don't do it. So for me to wake up yesterday and do projects I have not done in 4 days, and for me today to vacuum and also do another project and finish the laundry that I started the other day, but like I couldn't finish because it's so much laundry, so many towels, so many baby clothes with pee on it, so much that like it's just really obvious to someone who outsources and pays people, and who are doing this myself after 2 weeks of being laid low. It is super obvious that I just went through a major physical transformation and upgrade. And as of right now, it's still going. As of right now, I'm still eating fruits and vegetables. And this is very natural. So if you guys are worried that you have to do something, don't worry. What I'm finding is that your body will lead as it changes energetically. Your mindset's going to change. And when I say I'm about to throw out like half of my freaking refrigerator, it's just like, I'm not going to eat that. Like, I'm not going to eat that stuff like at all. Right. So don't worry in this shift. Your body will change energetically, and that'll change what you want to eat. And it is getting more towards the fruit and vegetables and smoothie way. And so like literally I can survive off of like salad and smoothie. Like, look, I like to eat. Like, I'm not like some super thin girl who eats like a cricket. Like, I eat. And so it's really obvious when someone who likes to eat is all of a sudden surviving off of half a can of fruit, some smoothies, and a grilled salmon salad. Cost $10 from a local restaurant. But you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't eat that way. Like, even 2 weeks ago. My go-to is not a salad. So today I ate half a smoothie, not my usual. So I usually eat like a whole NutriBullet. I was only able to get half, and I like my acai bowls, but I couldn't finish, so I had to throw it away. A grilled salmon salad, ate like 1 gingerbread cookie, and honestly, I'm gonna eat some fruit. That is very light for me. And so, but that's just the changes. So the last 2 weeks, as I was laid low, I did notice the diet changing me, right? Because there's something things you have to understand that are like part of this shift in the dynamic, and the other part you just gotta like it's you, but it's like you're being guided. It's being very clear what changes are in for you. And so yeah, so it was slowly changing, but now it's really noticeable that your food consumption is gonna like cut in half, and it is going to want more fruits and veggies without you being told. Like, I can't even picture. I can't even do beef, like not in a weird way. This is purely energetically led, but you're going to go through a change. Don't worry. Your body will change you. what I'm noticing, you don't have to do too much. Just try to stay in the highest vibration. Your body will tell you you are changed now. This is different. This is what you're doing. My refrigerator needs to catch up to the current situation. So literally, I'm just gonna go. Like, I need to go to the supermarket, and it's like to get more fruit, either canned fruit or fresh fruit. Combination of both. I try to do the BPA free and non GMO as much as possible. But yeah, like your body's changed. So yesterday when I came on, all I knew was that I had a whole bunch of energy and I'm doing all these stupid projects I literally would have paid someone else to do just 1 week earlier. And I'm like, okay, obvious. But today it became more clear what other things were awakened. And I will say that before I came on, I had so many thoughts that I had to get out. I literally had to write them down and talk them out because I'm just getting so many downloads and my eyes are opening up and connections are being made at such a high and rapid rate about all of these things going on and putting it together and all these spiritual and what I experienced. So if you might notice from yesterday's video to today, this integration of what happened is coming through. So you're going to notice that your mind is going to be a lot more synaptically aware and putting things together at the higher perspective of everything going on. So even though you don't know, you're going to have more of a knowing. So that's definitely here. That is what, like, I've been talking about this for like how long so far, and like I got more. Okay, I actually have a whole video after this, so you guys might notice there's going to be an increase in videos from Lisa because one, I have this super duper charged energy. Okay, two, I'm eating like a bird, and three, I just have so much more to say because all these things I've been talking about, I have a huge big bowl of clarity around it that has come to me, the realizations and the things that make sense that are just breaking through right now. So that is also what you can expect. And so what I'm also learning is that each day it's almost like an uncovering and another layer becomes available. So it's not, so has the big one come? Now I just had a pretty big integration last everyone went through it, I'm sure. But some were just really aware and really integrating a lot of the energy. I was one of those people, like super high energy. If you weren't laid low for the last 2 weeks, you got a dose of this shift, but it wasn't integrated at the highest degree. And don't worry, the impression I'm getting from spirit is that it's going to come for you guys. And this is the preparation. Like what I'm giving you is like, be prepared and be open. Now, the most important video I made is 6 intentions to set right now on ascending to the 5D. Please watch it and please set all 6 of those intentions. People think the power of intention is just words or guiding, but it is part creation. But what it is because we have free will, our spirit just has to sit and watch, and so do our guardian angels and spirit guides. When you set an intention, they are then able to do whatever they need to do to help you gain the intention. So setting an intention is a spiritual act of letting any and all of your spirit guides in to work on your behalf to bring anything to the forefront. So if you set those 6 intentions that I wrote, and I forgot all of them, I know one involved the galactic freedom, one is that you choose new earth, but all of the things you're going to do, what it does is that they can do whatever's possible without you even knowing it to get you there. Setting an intention and what you're invoking and tapping into is super powerful. That's why, for me, living my 5D life as a manifester, I'm like, dude, it's easy. Set an intention, right? You just invoke. I have a huge spirit team. I have a squad. I just did a quantum healing. No, I just did a clairvoyance session with Deborah Lynn Katz. She is in charge of the International School of Clairvoyance, if you want to work on your clairvoyance. And it was funny because she was like, oh my God, if someone saw you and were clairvoyant, they would see like 2 arms coming out your back, like Lakshmi. They would see like, they were like, you have a whole troop. Like, oh my God, I actually had to tell them to leave because I was being ungrounded, inviting so many of my spirit guides in. I was not as grounded as I needed to be. And we found like, as soon as you sort of clear them out, your clairvoyance comes in because you're more grounded, having all that high vibrational spirit guides. I'm just saying, like, I want you guys to watch it. setting an intention allows all of your spirit guides and your ancestors and those watching over you to then do whatever it takes for you to go through the same thing I'm going through at the highest level, right? If you don't do it, you get what you get. If you do it, you're tapping into your spiritual team to be able to help you navigate it through it. So please watch that video. I'm pretty sure it's short. But so yeah, day 2, your synapses and syntax will, like your download rate is going to be very high, and you're just all of a sudden going to be in a big knowingness. So I can't wait for everybody to happen. Post below on your comments if you like either have noticed this already, if you went through this really big integration of energy over the last 2 weeks with me. Tell me what you experienced. Or if you're just noticing that you have new energy, you're noticing things, downloads are coming to you at a high rate, you can put that down too, because it'll be really interesting to see like who's getting it now versus later, what it looks like for everyone, right? So yeah, I just wanted to close that out. That's been day 2. Hey, Jess Jules, how are you? Let me know if you've been experiencing the shift this last 2 weeks, because it was pretty intense. So yeah, I wanted to end on that. I'm actually going to do another video after on the divine feminine and dating, because this with this era of what we're going into and the time of the divine feminine, it is time for us to take that role. But I'm also noticing as we take that role, we actually do a lot of good for society. And so this is part of the downloads I'm realizing as well, after this 2-week shift that just took place. So yeah, just remember, guys, it's not your job right now to try to convince anyone that the shift is happening. That is their job to find this out. You can, with love, if you want, try to talk to them. But my guidance personally is let it go. It's not you. Block them out. You are not meant to be around low vibrational people. That is not my role. So some of you guys, you can't give this up. They're my friend, da-da-da-da. That's cool. I just know personally, they're like, no. There's this polarization. There's a separation taking place. It needs to take place. If those people are no longer your vibrational match, they're no longer your vibrational match. Let them go. We are going into a world where you're standing on the vibrational match will completely determine your new world. Okay? So has the big one happened? That the solar flash of light that everyone's talking about? No. But big integrations are taking place. I will end on this note. If you want to do, I have some free angelic healings where I call in the energies of the angels to do different things. Open your heart chakra, clear your heart chakra, remembrance healings. If you want to increase the rate that you can hold a higher energy doing that work, these free healings that I put up there, people charge for them. I don't, because the people who are reaching me for the first time, they don't even know this exists. So I put them out there so you can be familiar with it. I am going to do the light body activation because I now have energy. I didn't 2 weeks ago, but I do now. Be on the lookout for that workshop. It'll be a 3-day workshop, one where it's going to be detox and cleansing, DNA activations, and then light body activations. I will be conducting all 3. I'll be calling in my angelic support for that. I've already asked them, and they're like, yeah, that's cool to do. I'll probably put that out in the next couple weeks. It'll be a live workshop over 4 days, because you'll need the time to integrate the cleansing and the detoxing and the flushing. Because if you don't, activating your light body physically hurts. I literally got this pain in the back where I had to yoga it out for 30 seconds. And then I did the light body activation again, because you can do activations a second time to make sure you integrated all of it. Same place. I had to literally yoga it out for 30 seconds. And that's actually something I've been working on with this shift, because I got it very clear. There's some past shame, guilt, embarrassment that I have to work on. So I've been working on that. So yeah, let the separation happen. The separation's for a reason. We're going to split. We're all going to split. Let it go. That is their job and their light and their path to find their way to truth, and not this illusion. And it is not your path right now to be brought lower because of them. Guess Jules, stay for my next one if you want to date more consciously, because I'm definitely doing it within the divine feminine, and I'm finding that, oh my God, the men love it. And not just that, you actually make them step up into this much bigger role that you wouldn't think would happen. And I'm actually quite surprised at what I found. And you get to go on more dates. So So right now I'm setting up like 2 dates for this week, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat at the nice restaurants. But they want to. It's not like this weird thing. You actually, if you're in your divine feminine, they actually want to take you to nice restaurants. We have to unlearn a lot. So I'm gonna do that just after this one. I just wanted to end on this note that that's what's going on. Do my energy healings if you would like a chance. So what it is with my energy healings, they're high vibrational. They activate you. They do your DNA. They cleanse your energy. You're able to get comfortable holding a high vibration. As we go through these shifts, the higher the vibration you hold, okay, the higher the vibration that you hold, the more you get to integrate during these sessions. So for me to spend 2 weeks integrating, I can do that, right? Whereas some of you guys got the same shift, but were only able to integrate so much and awaken so much because there's resistance and you haven't cleansed it and your body isn't used to holding high vibrational energy for the length of time needed for the full integration to occur. So whatever happened over the last 2 weeks, I can't recreate that, right? It happened. And because of my vibrational level and the energy work that I do daily with my healings with the angels, that high vibrational healings, I was able to absorb so much of that shift. So we've all been shifting over the last year. I mean, it's been happening for years, but this last year has been very obvious and very intense. I want you guys to do my healings just to see, like, wow, this is real. And I want you to see the lights and the colors and the angels come step forward. Like, I want you to see that so you know this is the next level of which to step into. But as we go through these shifts, it'll also help you open up your energy to be able to hold more energetic, high energy in. So and learn how to integrate it at a higher rate. So when it clears out all that lower vibrational stuff, which my healings will do, you're going to be at a higher rate. It will change how you are because you will be walking in a higher dimension. But I highly recommend it. I put them for free and listen. You can do them as many times as you want. I recommend you do the ancestral trauma clearing at least twice. You do the remembrance one because that activates your DNA, your knowingness, and your ability to see what your purpose is. I recommend that as well. But do these free healings. So yes, they're 20 minutes, they're 30 minutes. Sometimes there's music, sometimes they're not. I can say they're not as engaging as listening to insight. So this is what happened with my shift and what's going on. It's not as interesting, right? That's the discipline, though, that got me to 5D. So yes, I manifest well, and that's my mindset, which is why I don't get stuck on negative, because I'm just going to manifest what I want. I don't care what the governor's trying to do to me, locking me down, right? I'll manifest against it. I really will. I'll manifest for the whole state of Virginia. I really will. But it's not just that, but like it's the high intensity energy work. It's the clearing out. It's the cleansing. It's the activation. So when that energy comes, it's not doing some base level energy cleansing. No, we've already done that. I already did those healings you see. I've already done those over and over again for the last 4 years. I can hold a high vibration, right? So when I get it, me and my colleagues, the people I work with, they're higher level than me in a lot of ways, okay? Shoot. They're higher level. I'll just admit it. They vibrate higher than I do because they're a lot more loving and kind than I am. I'm still a fighter. But, that is why that circle of my group of friends were very intensely laid low the last 2 weeks, right? We can hold that high shift energy coming and integrate it. Now it still laid us low, but we were able to fully receive just about all of it. And with some of this stuff, it comes, right? You want to be able to take advantage of 2 weeks of that and be able to hold as much as possible. It energetically takes work. So come, and I just can't stress this enough. Love my content all you want, but take the time to do a healing a day, okay? Take the time to do my healings. You can do other people's healings. I know my healings are effective, and they're very powerful, and they work, and they're very energetically aligned with upgrading you. But, if you want to do others, but whatever. Dude, have the discipline to take the 20 to 30 minutes to do that every day. That's when you're going to start experiencing what I'm experiencing because your body can physically hold it. And some of the shifts that we're doing, like all these little shifts we're going to get more, but these little shifts are going to help for the big shift. And, these little shifts have passed. And how much were you able to integrate? Because your energetic body was able to hold high vibrational energy and integrate it, right? So I'm going to keep saying this, and you don't have to listen to me, but I'm telling you I'm right. Doing that work, it's not the fun work. but it's the work that raises your ability to hold high frequencies, okay? It raises your ability to absorb more of these shifts that are happening. Every month we're getting a big old shifts, I'm noticing, right? And until the big one. And you're only going to hold as much as you can integrate. You can only integrate as much as you energetically get your body to be able to hold. And it's not just mindset. I don't get to the 5D world that I live in through mindset alone. It is actually through energy work. I put this out there for free. I'm going to keep stressing this. I'm stressing it because I'm going through all these changes and I realize not everyone's getting the same upgrade. Okay. And I want everyone to get the same upgrade. I want everyone melanated, even non-melanated, to get the same upgrade. I want you guys to get it. And I'm seeing you're not getting it. And I know what it takes to do that. So please, 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 please have the discipline to do the other boring stuff. It is real. You'll see it's real, but I want you to get as much as possible, but you have to be able to hold higher energy and integrate higher energy and light codes. So good, Jess. I'm here for it. All right. I'm going to end with that. Day 2, a huge shift just took place. I'm about to go to Home Depot, do a project I've been saying I was going to do for 4 months. And I'm not joking. It's in me. Even though usually I'd pay someone to do this. That is how crazy this is. How much energy I have. Eating a third of what I generally eat. So weight loss is on point. Mostly fruits and veggies. Just is what it is. So don't worry, your body's going to change. It'll change for you. I'm going to get off. Please stay for my next one on dating in the divine feminine way. I was already having so many downloads, but I got so many. I have so much to talk about. So you're going to notice a lot more videos. I mean, I just got to get, I got to get God and my higher self. They're coming through me. I got to get it out. Okay. Because I want us all to succeed. I'm not just here for Lisa to succeed and do this. I'm here to be like, Lisa's doing what she needs to do, but listen, guys, just do this. You are going to be taken care of. All I need you to do is take the action. I'm going to say right now, the difference between those who are really 5D and not is those who took the action and those who kept putting it off. Please do it. You need to be experiencing what I'm experiencing. Your body needs to be changing the way I'm changing, and you need to hold as much of because once this comes, it comes, right? I want you to be able to absorb as much as possible, and you have to get your body ready and acclimated to absorbing it. So I can't, oh my gosh, it's like, how many times do I have to repeat that? Do I have to repeat it? Please, do I need to repeat it? I can't make you do anything. I can't make you sit there and listen to my 20, 30-minute healings, but I'm just going to keep saying it's the most important. 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 That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here showing you what I just went through. Why I was laid low for 2 weeks. Why I can't be laid low for 2 weeks and not worried about money because I manifest money. Like, you don't like something? What? You want money? Manifest it, right? The way you manifest it's up to you. I talk about those in my How Magic Works class. All right, I'll let you guys go. I'm about to do another video. Thank you guys for coming to this. I want nothing but the best for you. It's not going to be fun with just one of us, like, being able to integrate this high frequency shift and no one else. That's not fun. Because I need colleagues who I could bounce ideas off and be like, hey, did you notice this too? Did you notice? Did you know what? Oh, like, I need that. Like, we need other people to be ascending at this high rate too. But I do know it takes work and dedication. So I hope you guys take the time to do it because I want you guys to be here. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. All right. Talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. There's going to be